Hey guys, today we're going to look at some carvings that prove time travelers really exist. These are official Egyptian carvings that don't make any sense at all. There are many ancient carvings throughout history that appear to show people who are not from that time period. Some may say these are just uneducated attempts at depicting foreigners, but there are far too many of these carvings for that theory to hold up. We have this carving that appears to show a man wearing what looks to be an astronaut suit. It doesn't look anything like the Egyptians of that time, or does it look like a military uniform to you? What about this carving that appears to show a man laying in a futuristic pod? Is that a coincidence that he looks like an astronaut from the future? Or could this be an actual time traveler? Some of these carvings even appear to show women in what can only be described as bikinis. And don't forget the fact that they also had what looks to be a camera. This carving is often dismissed as just a strange depiction of a pharaoh, but why would a pharaoh have a glowing orb in his hand? This carving shows a clear depiction of a man holding a tablet or an iPad, and it says on the side, "Here is the writing of Ra." These are just a few of the many examples that I won't show here today because YouTube will probably take the video down if I do. I believe these carvings are 100% proof that time travelers from the future do exist. But why would the Egyptians have carved these time travelers into their tombs? Well, it makes me think of another question. How did the Egyptians build the pyramids? We all know that the Egyptians were highly advanced for their time. They were thousands of years ahead of the rest of the world when it came to things like mathematics and engineering. But how did they get the massive stones from one place to another? How did they cut the stones with such precision? And how did they lift the stones into place? All of these questions have been pondered by scientists and historians for hundreds of years. And yet there is still no evidence that proves how they built the pyramids. But I believe that the Egyptians didn't build the pyramids at all. Instead, I believe that the Egyptians were given the pyramids by the time travelers from the future. The time travelers gave them the pyramids as a gift in exchange for some sort of help. Perhaps the Egyptians helped the time travelers repair their ships, or maybe they helped them with some sort of experiment. We simply don't know. The Egyptians weren't the most trusting people, so it's unlikely that they would accept a free gift without something in return. So this brings us back to those carvings. I believe that the Egyptians carved these images as a way of recording the gifts that were given to them by the time travelers. It's hard to believe that these carvings are real, but there are far too many of them for them to be fake. They're not just random carvings scattered throughout the tombs of the Egyptian pharaohs. No, they are very specific and they follow a very specific pattern. So what do you think? Do you believe that the Egyptians had contact with time travelers from the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day.